Oh, good girl. As soon as I start a video, someone already, they obviously pee and poo, obviously, as soon as it starts. It happens every time. She did a pee, good girl. Okay, so we're just doing some leash walking. I just want to do a little video for you. So I'm still managing her a bit, good girl, on leash. I'm feeding her down in the left heel position, and I'm basically keeping treats. I have my treat pouch on. I keep a few treats in my hand, and then I try to put my hand in my pocket so it's not like luring her. So if she jumps ahead there, I just stop walking and feed her back in heel position. She's just going over to see Lily. So when she feels the tension, like when she hits the end of the leash, she's starting to finally like kind of automatically come back. Good girl, towards me. We'll do a sit here. Okay, let's go. I say let's go when I'm going to start walking. Oh, every time Lily runs, she gets a little excited. So it's something that she does just need to work on. Yeah, so she hits the end of the leash, and she's kind of reorienting herself to me when she feels that pressure on the end of the leash, which is what I want. Getting a little stuck there, Missy. And that helps with your leash walking. Good. So she didn't actually hit that time. She just made the decision to come back, and that's ideally what we want. So when the puppy's young like this, and they're like full of energy and silly, I always bring treats on leash walks. I always reward frequently, like usually every 10 steps, once they get into a little groove here. And I'm just putting my hand in my pocket so that she's not looking at the treats. Oops, a little too fast. So if she's really pulley, yes.
Puppy training.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So like another client from Grand Forks walking down the street. So we are. So when we pass new people, she's quite friendly. Obviously, we know that. I don't like to allow super friendly dogs to drag over to people. So if we're going to say hi to someone, she needs to come back and check in with you first. And if you have if you're walking with someone else who's running down the street, careful, slow down, thank you. Then if she hits the end of the leash, I always want you to stop walking. The main thing about leash walking is that when the dog feels tension in their collar, they should turn back towards you, expecting to get rewarded for coming back, instead of hitting the end of the leash. And when they put pressure into it, you keep walking, because we don't follow dogs on leash, they follow us. So if she's trying to drag you, that's a no-no. We don't drag people. Okay, this way. I'm gonna turn around and go back.
Go back.
Because there's no distractions out there. So kind of cold out again. There's not a ton of people out and about here. The odd person here and there. But cars going by and that kind of thing. Yeah, good girl. Yeah, so... Oh, there's another dog. But far away. So she's been fine with other dogs. I'm selective about who I let puppies visit, and obviously she just got her second vaccination, so she hasn't really met a lot of strange dogs, and that's not a bad thing to do, just as a general practice. If she crosses in front of me, so she kind of stood in front of me there, which is generally we reward that a lot at home, standing in front. So it's something that puppies will sometimes offer. Just wait for me, okay? So if I stop walking, she comes back over and sits on the left side, and that's what we want. So she's on my left, and I just keep them on the left. So if she were to, if she crosses, I'm just turning my foot in a little bit. Just wait for me in the corner, honey. Going a little too fast, hit the end of the leash, I'm just stopped. And then I wait for her to come back, and then I'll reward her. Good girl. So I'm just getting treats, like they're kind of prepped in my hand, and I just have my hand in my pocket, so that I'm not like luring her, so she's not staring at food, because that's not super useful for us. But she is expecting to be fed. Wait for me, please. Okay, here we go. So Lily started running. She kind of dodged at the end of the leash. You just don't want her hitting the end and getting traction and pulling you. She's small now, but she's going to get heavier. So the more the more you teach her that pulling gets her nowhere, the better. So there's some people coming. So I'm just gonna give her a treat over here and make sure that she comes back to me. Good girl. When other people go by, I'm just feeding her a couple treats. So that's just, while people are passing, I'm just feeding her treats for sticking with me, because I want her staying nice and close to me instead of trying to drag over to see people, because she's very heavily reinforced by being petted. And if she's getting petted while she's pulling away from you, then that's what you're reinforcing. So we want her to come to you first. Lil, just wait, okay? Are you trying to go in the restaurant? Are you trying to go in the restaurant? Yeah. Okay, I gotta put Sammy away. We're gonna have lunch. So again, somebody there. I'm just gonna reinforce her for focusing on me. Because if you allow her to go seeing people and she's dragging all over the place, then you're gonna have an adult dog that's just really unfocused and pulling towards every single person they see, expecting to be petted, but they won't be a cute little puppy anymore. They'll be an adult dog, and some people won't want to say hi to them.